welcome back to Charmaine's Kitchen. Happy Saturday night to each and every one of you. Today I'm going to be sharing a very simple and delicious recipe for tandoori chicken. And I'm going to make tandoori chicken with some stir-fried vegetables, some fried green plantain, and some basmati rice. So if you come on down here, I have my chicken that I have one whole chicken cut up and I score them a little. I'm going to season them. I want to show you the season that I'm using for my tandoori chicken. And I'm going to let it marinate for about half an hour to an hour. So here I have some plain Greek yogurt that I'm going to be using. I have here 4 cloves of garlic. I have 2 nice pieces of fresh ginger. This is what I'm going to make my ginger garlic paste with. And I have here some chili powder. I have about a 1/4 cup of chili powder, and that's only because I'm doing a whole chicken. And I need to add some turmeric, and I will just make a paste with my garlic and ginger, and I'll come back and show you how I mix it. So now is the time for us to mix all our ingredients, and I'm going to start with my salt because I don't like to forget that. I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoons of salt for my my ginger garlic paste. It's pretty much garlic and ginger blend up together. So I usually just do fresh garlic and ginger. And this is already smelling beautiful. I'm going to add my chili powder, and I'm adding 1/4 cup of chili powder. It sounds like a lot because I'm saying cup. But 1/4 cup is just a small little measurement like that. And I'm gonna add a tablespoon of turmeric powder. So this is gonna add some extra color and enhance the flavor as well. And now I'm gonna add my yogurt. And I'm adding plain yogurt to this. And you just need about 4 tablespoons of yogurt, so this can mix in well. And I'm gonna mix now. So you want all this marinade to sit nice on the chicken. So what I'm gonna do after I finish mixing it up here, I'm gonna let it rest for a half an hour to an hour. In the meantime, I'm gonna start prepping my veggies for this dinner, and I'm gonna put on my rice to cook. So look how nice this is looking already. And this is something you can do right from home. You don't always have to go to a restaurant. You can do your own tandoori chicken right in your own kitchen, guys. So just make sure your marinade is nice and coated all over the chicken. This is it here. I'm going to cover it and leave it in room temperature. And then I'll come back and show you the next step. So here is my broccoli for my stir fry today. I already cut them up into small pieces. And I have here cauliflower. I'm going to cut this up into the same size. And these are what I'm going to use for my stir fry today. So this is my green onion that I'm cutting up for the stir fry. And what I like to do at the white part of the green onion, I cut them into this length, and then I will just slice it back in half that way, so I'm not biting into this big chunk of green onion. I'm gonna keep cutting all of my green onion. So in this pan here, I'm heating this up to start my tandoori chicken, and I have 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, and it's looking white because when the weather is cold, the coconut oil always tend to harden up a little. And I have 1 tablespoon of butter. So I'm warming this up. As soon as the oil and the butter is melting together, I will start cooking my tandoori chicken. So let's see how this chicken, and this has been marinating for a while, and it's looking good. Really nice. I can see that all the seasoning is well soaked in. So my oil is hot now, my coconut oil and butter, and I'm going to start putting these into the pan. So wow, and they smell amazing. I can smell a rich garlic and ginger scent. Can you smell it? Yep. Yeah. So now I'm going to start putting them into my pan. and I'm gonna put them in like that, and I'm gonna see how many I can cook at the same time, because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start cooking them on the stove, and then I'll end them off in my oven. I'll put them into the oven to get the last minute finish. So I believe I can fit all this. I did it before and I think I can do it too. So I'm gonna try my best, because these will reduce in size once it starts cooking up more. And I'm getting that nice tandoori smell from this. And you know what, I shouldn't crowd it up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do the rest. I have like 3 more pieces here. I'll put this in a smaller pan and cook this separate, so I'm not crowding it up. So I'm gonna let it cook on one side about 4 to 5 minutes, and it's gonna get a nice brown color on the bottom. Then I'm gonna flip them, and then I will let it cook for another 5 minutes, and then put them into my oven. So whatever for the middle part that is not fully cooked on the stove, that will get finished in the oven. So guys, we'll come back and check it when it's time to flip them over. So I have them going in 2 pans because I didn't want to crowd them. This one here, I just have like 4 pieces, and on this one here I have the rest of them. And this one is already looking nice and good, and it's smelling, the aroma in my kitchen is so lovely. So these ones, I guess, yep, look at that. This is what we're looking for. So this pan is thinner than the other pan, even though I put these in last. Look at that. The real tandoori color of the chicken that we're looking for. So I can't wait for this to finish. These ones I have to wait a little bit more because this pan is a little bit thicker than that one. So I'm going to let these fry up a little bit more before I flip them. So this one is looking good. I'm going to put it in the oven for a few minutes because I don't want it to cook more on the stove top. So I'll turn this off and I'll put this one in. I flipped these ones, but I still have to wait for it to cook a little on the other side. So in this pot, I'm going to be cooking my stir fry, and I have 2 cloves of garlic. I have 1 teaspoon of coconut oil in here, so I'm just going to grate the garlic into the oil for my stir fry. So I'm going to stir this up a little, and I'm going to add in my carrots. Where's my carrots? Right here. And I slice these thinly, because it's just a quick saute stir fry I'm doing. I think this one here would do a better job, so let me do with this. Yes. So my garlic and the oil was a little bit too hot, but that's fine. The garlic and the carrots is going here, and the next thing I want to add to this is my broccoli and my cauliflower. So there, I'm gonna add those. And this is gonna be a nice colorful stir fry. And I'm just gonna stir these up a little. And guys, the more vegetable, the merrier. If you have other vegetable that you like to add to your stir fry, it's always a good idea. So what I'm gonna do here now, I'm gonna add some salt, and that's gonna help this to reduce a little, and it's gonna start cooking even faster. So I'm just putting a little bit to taste, maybe half a teaspoon. You can also do this without any salt if you don't like. Just adding half a teaspoon of onion powder. I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of black pepper. gonna give this a little turn. Okay, and I'm gonna add some Caribbean spices and roasted garlic, and this is what it is. Because this have a lot of like roasted garlic and different flavors. So just a little, well, half a teaspoon of that to add some extra flavor into this. And you can add any spices to your stir fry. And I like to go in with a little bit of Chinese sauce, cheap Chinese sauce, because that adds some color to this stir fry. And not a lot, just like a teaspoon or so. And that's all I'm doing, drizzling it on top like that. And I'm going to give this a little flip. Wow, that smells nice with that garlic. And I'm going to go in now with my green onions. And the next thing is my zucchini, because zucchini cooks so fast, I don't want it to overcook. So I'm going to cover this for like 2 minutes and it's going to start really steaming up. And I'm not cooking it too much because I want it to stay crunchy. So let's check our stir fry. I'm going to flip it again. This is how I like it. I notice my zucchinis are getting soft and I don't want it to lose its crunch. So I'm gonna turn it off and this is ready. So my chicken is done, 20 minutes in the oven. I'll show you guys how it looks. And we're gonna start frying our plantain. So here is my stir fry. It's steaming hot, but look how beautiful it looks. Nicely done, and it still have its crunch. So these are our plantains. We're making them like fries. Hubby is working his knife skills here. And while he's cutting, I'll fry. So our plantain chips are coming along nicely. And hubby is doing the major cooking with this. And this is one set here we have finished. So about 2 more sets we have to fry and it's gonna be done. So here it is, guys, the moment we were waiting for. I have my plantain chips. I have my tandoori chicken, and look how nice they look. Oh my god. So sometimes, guys, when you don't know what to cook, and I have that trouble all the time, sometimes you don't want to eat the same thing over and over. Just play around with your ingredients and change up your recipe a little. Today, this is what my family is gonna have for our dinner, and the tandoori chicken can go with stir-fry vegetable. If you don't feel like eating rice, that's optional. Or you can have your tandoori chicken and fried plantains or fried potatoes if you like. But today I have a little bit of everything because in my house sometimes somebody might not want plantain and they want rice, or somebody might not want rice, and so you can take whatever you want. So change it up. I'm gonna plate it and let you guys know how all this tastes. So here is my restaurant dinner, and everybody dinner is taking out. We have a little bit of everything. Usually the tandoori chicken is served on white rice, so that's what we have, a little tiny bit of. And this is the plate with the vegetable, the chicken, the rice, and the fried plantain. And I'm gonna dig in and let you guys know how it tastes. Let me know in the comment if the plating looks like a restaurant plating. So here it is, guys. I have my lime piece here. I'm just gonna put a little drop of lime juice on my chicken, and I'm gonna dig in and let you guys know.
It smells good though.
Yeah, and I'm just, look how soft this cook is, just falling apart.
It looks so yum.
And I'm just gonna dig in for a piece of the chicken, a little bit of rice. So I'm having a mouthful for all my viewers and all my subscribers. Cheers, guys. Guys, the flavor is so rich. So rich that ginger and that garlic is coming right through in that chicken. And with that yogurt that I put in, make it so moist. Make sure you marinate your chicken if you're making this recipe. So delicious, guys. My mouth is bursting with flavor. So I'm gonna dig in for some vegetable.
Ooh.
Because I like when my vegetable is cooked crunchy. And I'm gonna taste a piece of the cauliflower. Mmm. Can you hear my cruncher?
Yeah.
So it's still crunchy. And I have my plantain chips here. So you can have your tandoori chicken with either one of these or all of it. Today I just feel like cooking up. I'm making everyone happy. So cheers, guys, to the plantain. How can dinner be better than this, right, guys? So leave in a comment, let me know what you would like me to make next. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? You only have to subscribe to one video. Until then, I'm gonna eat this big giant plate of food that I have in front of me here. I want to say stay safe, stay blessed. Bye for now.